I'm irate, as I do not rate modern day embodiment of this fascist caliphate. Blind leading the blind for them to shoot on sight any single man or woman or child that has a darker complexion than mine. Any man or woman or child that has a darker complexion than mine. See, I want this country be the new Atlantis, for its island, for its cadaver to be thrown in a rumpus, for a necrophiliac to fuck it, for a taxidermist to stuff it, and by all means decapitate his head and make a plaque of it, so it could be gifted to the big game house of corporations and backroom discussions to dismantle unions. Forced to salute the Union Jack shit of union when the NHS collapsed. Be disease ridden, full crime forbidden, checking whether Frankenstein's monsters living in our linen, but you gave him the surname Bin Laden. Because when it comes down to survival versus racism, give racism a pardon. Go to the fake shamans wearing silk garments, because this whole world has a fetish for anal. This is why we worship asses and assholes. And I'll be striking, I'll say calm down donkey, but we're not the generation of low key, are we? It's just our vibe, having to flash a fucking camera to prove that we are alive. Having to flush a camera to prove that we're alive. This is why I'm irate, as I do not rate modern day embodiment of this fascist caliphate. Blind leading the blind for them to shoot on sight any single man or woman or child that has a darker complexion than mine, a darker complexion than mine. Any man or woman or child that has a darker complexion than mine. We claim to live in a democracy, when rich people can ask how much do I need to pay to make this law legal, whilst for poor people prison is free. I think Camus had on a hard on with this absurdity, and it's all the rigor mortis I'm talking about. And we wonder why Baccarat happens when we have Donald Trump rallying the Ku Klux Klan, when the British and American government had their hand in the revolution of Iraq and Iran, and they ran to our disenfranchisement. And then when they get here, our media just chastise them. Cause sometimes I feel like this government is holding us captive. When I look around, it doesn't seem like anyone has Stockholm Syndrome. We must enjoy the fact that we have limited rights granted, more rights taken away, as if we have to bargain for our freedom. This is why I'm irate, as I do not rate the modern day embodiment of this fascist caliphate, blind leading the blind for them to shoot on sight any single man or woman or child that has a darker complexion than mine. A darker complexion than mine.